are there any specific questions that you ask yourself in terms of goal setting or thinking bigger or achievement more broadly? Are there any specific questions that you ask yourself or a process you go through on a regular basis to maximize your potential?
I'll answer this in two ways. So I think all communication, actually most actions that we have, should be goal-driven. And to me, a goal has three parts: information, emotion, and action. In other words, what do you want your audience to know? How do you want them to feel? And what do you want them to do? And whenever I enter into an interaction, I'm always asking myself, what's my goal here? What do I want the person or people I'm speaking with to know? How do I want them to feel? What do I want them to do? So that's my mantra that really helps me focus on what I'm saying. And then the other thing I remind myself, because I still get nervous, I still get anxious in certain circumstances, I'll remind myself that I have value to bring. Often when I am asked to speak or asked to teach, it's because people think there's some value that I have. And that makes me really focus on the needs of the audience rather than get caught in my head in that doom loop that can happen where you think about, I'm not worthy, or I don't really have something of value here. There are only three ways to get better at communication. And quite frankly, I think at anything, it's repetition, reflection, and feedback. You need to get the reps in. You need to practice. But you have to reflect, because if you don't reflect, you fall victim to that definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And then you have to get feedback. You have to look outside yourself to get input and information. So I personally try to practice that in everything I do. And I encourage everybody to take time to get the reps in, reflect, and then also get the feedback. So those are the two things that really help me focus and help me deliver value, I hope at least.